Hey everybody, Logan here. Finally got my hands on it. Yes, finishing the trifecta of the Hyperkin classics. What is that you're saying? The Duchess. Yes, this is the Hyperkin remake, if you will, of the Controller S for the original Xbox. Hyperkin has released the Duke and the Xenon, respectively, the original Xbox controller and the Xbox 360. Now we have the Duchess. Duke, Duchess, get it? Okay. So we are going to unbox this one, test it, and remember the most important thing. Finally has Hall effect sticks. Right? Right. So let's unbox, compare it to the other ones, and take it for a test drive. Here we go. Let's take a look at the box. Thank you, Amazon. Mine came in slightly bit beat. I was actually trying to get the black one, but the black one was apparently sold out on Hyperkin's website and on Amazon. I was still able to get the white one, so I chose the white one. Why was I trying to get the black? Well, when I had my original Xbox, my Controller S, well, it was black. So, but such is life. Got the white one, which is completely fine with me. As you can see, Hall effect sticks, precision impulse triggers, Duchess. DS? No, just the Duchess. All right. Designed for Xbox. Officially licensed. Shows the Hall effect. Officially licensed, so you don't have to worry about it. It will be compatible with your Xbox Series S, X, Xbox One, and Windows 10 and 11. No, it is not compatible with the original Xbox or the Xbox 360. I get those questions more than you guys would realize. But there you go. Right there. Let's open this bad girl. Duchess? Okay. Where would we be? Okay, so it looks like this is an interesting one. It's not at the top, it's on the side. All right, so it has multiple places to cut. So it's on the bottom here? Okay. Very different than the more sturdy boxes that the Duke came in. Closer to the Xenon box. 2002 to 2024. 22 years later. Wow, I feel old. Nice. One thing that I've noticed a lot of companies are doing, and I greatly appreciate it, are these foam rings around the sticks. So when they ship, they don't get damaged. Nice. It's got some nice weight to it. That is funny looking at that it just says Hyperkin right there instead of having the memory card slots. Shoulder buttons, that's an interesting place for them. You've got your triggers back there. Duchess wired controller. Yep, those are Xbox sticks with that Xbox D-pad. So much better. Oh, that's right. Now, instead of a sticker, that's actually the Xbox home button. Such a nice controller. Now, the question is, will this replace my GameSir G7HE? I don't know. We'll find out. I usually use these controllers for about a week or so and then decide I'm still using the GameSir G7HE since I've gotten it. And yeah, but man, I like this. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't this concaved? Huh. What's sad? I don't have an original Xbox anymore. I had the Halo edition and it kind of skyrocketed and I sold it. Yes, I did. And am I kicking myself? No, not really, but it is what it is, right? I do like the fact that the black and white buttons are still shoulder buttons, and that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I like the way this feels. This has always been one of my favorite controllers. All right, let's see what else they've given us. Ooh, that is a nice cable. That is a very nice cable. Now, I will say the one that came with the, what was it, the Xenon was not the best compared to the one that comes with the Duke. So that is a nice braided cable. You got your Hyperkin sticker. You got a thank you for your purchase and support. And then a slightly little bit of a paperwork on everything. That's it. Alrighty. Put that back in there. Pretty simple. Now, let's move this out of the way. I want to compare it to the other controllers. We'll start with the original Xbox One Duke. So this is the one that came out for the Xbox One by Hyperkin. I'm only comparing it to the Hyperkin ones before. This has some heft to it. This is a light-up screen, still plugs in, plays that original Xbox startup. And as you can see, much larger, still doesn't have them on the back. That is nice. But one thing with this, the shoulder buttons were up here. It makes it really hard to use this as a regular controller because that was just uncomfortable. Now, this is the Series X version. As you can see, share button has a 20th anniversary. There's also a number of different ones. I used to have the original black one for this, but once I got this one, I also had an orange. Sold those off just because I wasn't using them. And I had these, I had one of each, and I was like, all right, I don't need a million of those controllers. But they were cool to have at the time. So this one now has a different piece at the top. If you look at all these, still very similar, still has that. If you look at this, still makes it a lot easier to use. Now, let's compare it to what most people have been using, and this is a Xenon, the Xbox 360 controller. So it is less bulky. As you can see, they share a similar DNA, but this evolved into this. And honestly, that is still one of the best. The thing is, no Hall effect sticks. Not a big fan of that D-pad compared to this D-pad. I prefer this one, but it technically evolved into what we know as this one. I think I still like this better. This was one of my favorite controllers of all time. And now to have it re-released for the Xbox Series X and S, this is an awesome addition to the controller collection, especially with Hall effect sticks. That is a beautiful controller. The black and white buttons are non-obtrusive. Most of the time you're not going to see yourself using them. Hey, if you want to, on backwards compatible Xbox games for the Xbox Series X or S, if you have them digital or physical, and you still want to use those, you do have the option. Otherwise, you can use those. Your controller plugs into the back. Well, your cable plugs into the back, right into the console. You got your headphone jack down at the bottom. And then, of course, your identification sticker. That is a nice controller. I like the weight on it. I've always liked the feel of this controller. It feels high quality. That plastic is nice. It's not going to be one of those where you get all your fingerprints and everything on it. The only thing glossy you have here is the D-pad and the jewel, along with the shoulder and trigger buttons. But I don't think that's going to be a problem. Beautiful controller. So you know what we have to do now? Test this. Bad girl. DuchesS. Duke. Bad boy. Bad girl. I like this. All right. Let's test it out. And now we're testing it like I always test every game with my favorite shooter, Exoprimal. Feels just as good as I remember. This controller's fantastic. smooth, as accurate as ever. It's just, and knowing that there's Hall effect sticks, it's just, shoulder buttons feel just fine. Everything just feels great on this controller. D-pad very responsive. No input lag. Super smooth sticks. Okay, I love this controller. I loved it back in the day, and I still love it now. I like the attention to detail that they put right there, because back in the day, I don't know if you guys can see that. There is a little indent right there where the sticker always would be. They even made sure they put that there. So this is going to be your Xbox button. You got your share button. You got your light knowing that it's on. You got your menu and your hamburger button. Black and white button. Headset jack. Type-C. Braided cable. Everything about this controller is just fantastic. I love it. Hyperkin, you really did another bang-up job. I love the way it feels. It feels fantastic in game. I can't wait to be using this. Now the question is, am I going to use this over my G7HE? For now, yeah. So the only thing is, this didn't say anywhere about 1000 hertz. I'm going to have to look into it to see if Hyperkin has made it 1000 or if there's an update. If anything, I will let you know. I will make a follow-up short. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know when I put that out. But hit that subscribe button anyway for all kinds of great videos just like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, subscribe. That always helps. Make sure you hit that like button. Tell me what you think. Did you guys pick up the Hyperkin Duchess, or have you just stuck with the Hyperkin Duke or the Xenon? Have you picked up any of the other colors? Which version did you get? Like I said, I got the white one, as you can clearly see. I'll probably end up picking up the black one as well, just for nostalgia's sake, but the white one is beautiful. I will say that. All these colors are fantastic. Hopefully, I'm going to say this, hopefully they release that blue and that green that the Controller S originally came out in as well, because they did release the Xenon and the Duke in multiple colors after the fact. So this is fantastic. You did. Okay. I'm done here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, God bless you all. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.